Hey everyone, it's JimClassic again, and you are watching Geekin. Christmas is getting just a little bit closer now, and for this review, I am going to be doing a little Christmas present I kind of got for myself. I stumbled upon this. I was not looking for it. I just happened to come across it, and I couldn't resist. So, without further ado, what I will be reviewing is Transformers Combiner Wars Generation 2 Stunticons. I cannot believe I found this in retail. I was just doing some shopping. I was doing a little bit of Christmas shopping. I was at TJ Maxx, and I literally got this thing for about $39.99. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, considering that online stores and online stores, that's the only place that I thought you could get this from, is online retailers. It has either been selling this for like $100 or like $80 or on sale for $70. I got this for $39.99. That's a steal for this set. I mean, considering the fact that there's 3 of them, where Motormaster is like technically worth only $15 and he's worth $5, Blackjack. That means the others were technically less than $10. If you were to combine them all, I know retail Motormaster's $25, but realistically, it's a $15 value with a $10 markup. You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, I got this about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, and to be honest, I haven't even opened it yet. Why? I kind of wanted to do it here on this video. So I've been sitting on this for about 3 weeks, and I couldn't wait to open it, but I forced myself not to for this video.
So I hope you're happy.
Let's look at the box. It's fucking awesome. I love this artwork. I mean, this is Generation 2 Menasor, just about ready to kill this guy, whoever he is. I don't even recognize the outline. It's probably just a generic Autobot. And yeah, he's just running rampant. I mean, there's like a whole city back there, and the G2 Menasor looks really awesome. Now, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so I grew up with the original Transformers. And then when that faded out, I was delighted when Generation 2 came out, and all the characters are crazy neon colors, and it was the 90s, everything was neon. But they tried to re-release some of the combiners, like I have Devastator. Then that's it. I mean, I have, Generation 2 Silverbolt, but I never got any other aerial bots. Hasbro was going to make a G2 Stunticon set, and that never happened. I think they only got as far as Breakdown, who is the green one right here. Hasbro only got as far as to making Generations 2 Breakdown back in the 90s. And even then, that went to the very first BotCon convention. So, Generations 2 Breakdown was the first BotCon exclusive figure. Now, I don't know my numbers too well. BotCon 94, BotCon 95, I don't remember. I'm sure if I were to Wikipedia it, I would find out really quickly, but I'm not going to do that. Fast forwarding to 2009, you got a Generation 2 Classics Breakdown, which I'm so glad I have this little guy. He's so cool. I got, little thing. I got this guy the same time I got my Transformers Animated BotCon Stunticon job set. Ooh, I should do a video of that. Let's get back to the packaging. Menasor looks really cool here, and in this cover art, it really looks nice. He is just causing havoc. It's actually a little the image is a little bit raised, so it's got a little bit of texture on there. Going to the back of the box, we see it looks like a pretty life-size version, a life-size scale of what Menasor will look like. And again, we have him in all his crazy neon 90s colors, and it looks awesome. Little bio up there on the top. And I do mean a little bio. They're, for the past couple of years, Hasbro has been really cutting back on the bios. It's a damn shame, but, you know. And, Combiner Wars. And then our cast of characters right there. Also, right here too, our cast of characters, okay? And this set does not include the Stunticon Off-Road. It does have Breakneck, aka Wild Rider. Let's get this thing open. This is my second boxed set of a Combiner Wars set, other than Devastator over there. Every other Combiner Wars figure that I have purchased it at retail or online individually. So, this is my second box set, and I'm not 100% sure what it's going to look like in here, because I haven't even watched a YouTube review of any of these guys. So, I really don't know if they're going to be packaged in vehicle mode or robot mode or what, but I will find out. Alright, let's do this. I am breaking ground. And the seal has been broken. Flip open this, flip open that, and... oh, what's this? There's a thing! An envelope. There's an envelope in here. Oh, there's an envelope in here, and it looks like there's something pretty awesome in here, too. Well, let's get to the envelope first. So, little envelope. Again, I was not expecting any of this. You're all seeing my honest reactions here. And it looks like oh, it's a poster. Oh shit! Look at this. Oh wow! So this looks like a poster. This is G1 Menasor with the G1 colors, which I actually do have all of G1 Menasor. I don't have them out for comparison purposes. Maybe I will later, but. Oh wow, look at this thing. So it looks like we got the Stunticons in vehicle mode all up there, and then obviously Menasor down there, just all mad. And oh man, this is fantastic. I am gonna have to get a frame for this thing. Oh shit, something else. Oh, alright. Also, it looks like the instruction manual is in here too. Hold on, I gotta put this thing back in here. This was an unexpected treat. Wow. So, anyway, now, let us get to this. Oh, sweet. Alright. Unlike the unlike the Constructicons, these guys are all in vehicle. Oh no, they're in vehicle mode. So were the Constructicons, but unlike the Constructicons, they're all tied down and everything. So I'm gonna have to get my scissors out again, my skizzers, and I must liberate my Stunticons. Let's start with breakdown. Oh, look at this baby. All right. Well, you know what? Since I have BotCon breakdown right here, all right, they look pretty good together actually. I mean, look at this. Now, I am moderately colorblind, but they actually looks like they use a very similar color of that neon green. So, I mean, if there is a difference, I can't tell. But then again, I've also got 3 spotlights in my face, so that might upset my color a little bit. Still, look at this breakdown. Really cool. I love it. Love the nice G2 Decepticon symbol. Wow, looks fantastic. Moving on to drag strip. Come on, you bastard. Moving on to drag strip. So, this is definitely an unexpected color scheme. Just black and blue. unlike the other like 90s neon that I'm looking at here, this is actually pretty cool. I like this. I have very few complaints about any Combiner Wars toy. I like most of my Combiner Wars guys, with the exception of maybe Rook from the Protectobots. I pretty much like everything else. And nice little Decepticon symbol right there, G2. Very cool race car mode. All right, let's move on. Okay, now again, I know my Stunticons. Okay, I know all of them. But seeing them in their 90s colors, I'm not sure if this is Dead End. Oh, no. All right, yellow in the headset. All right, no, this is Wild Rider. Hold on. This thing's being a jerk. Wild Rider. G2 Wild Rider. Okay. Very cool. Little design up there. Big, bold Decepticon symbol. Really cool car mode. They're all cool. I mean, yeah, they're all repaints of each other, but, you know, I love it. I am loving this. This is so freaking cool. So then, this must be Dead End. The red guy here must be Dead End. And again, looks pretty damn cool. I love this little paint job. Ooh, that's cool. I love the little racing, not the racing stripe, it looks like a comet going down the back of the car there. Again, big old Decepticon symbol. Actually, even the comet has a mini Decepticon symbol right there. This is really cool. I love it. Oh no! Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting me? Don't resist. There we go. And then we have the leader of the Stunticons, Motor Master. Really cool. I love this. This is so cool. Got a little Decepticon. It's a very modest Decepticon symbol right there on the grill, and no other Decepticon symbols. Like the other Stunticons are plastered in Decepticon symbols. Okay, so really it's only Dead End. He's got 3, and he's the only one who has 3. But still, I love the purple. I love the little red stripe and the blue windows, and whoops, we'll scale apart. Just really cool. I'm loving this. I am loving this thing. And a little Stunticon mascot here, Blackjack, who is, just nothing more than Blackjack was never a Stunticon. This was like the drone that came with Motormaster, and now he's his own entity. Now he's his own Stunticon, the unofficial 6th Stunticon. And again, purple with a sky blue Decepticon symbol. Little turquoise racing. Turquoise. That's the color. That's what neon green. Turquoise. Thank you. Turquoise. Little stripe there. Underbelly. All right, looking pretty cool. And of course, I have to do the same thing for all the weapons. They're all thing here, and we're just gonna cut. And everything else is still. I don't wanna angle it too much because they'll start falling up. I still have to uncut all the weapons and everything and the items. So we're just gonna cut. I'm not even gonna do a transformation montage because that will take for effing ever. I'm just gonna get to the robot modes, okay? So be back in a jiff. Before I transform them into robot mode, here are all the Stunticons in their vehicle mode with their battle weapons out and ready. And, well, I suppose this is my one complaint about the Combiner Wars. The only one of these guys that I think looks really cool with their battle mode out, that'll be Breakdown. Because the engine piece, it pegs in right there in the back. And then it just fits right on top of there perfectly. It looks like a super engine with guns attached. And that looks really cool. Now, this is his weapon. His handheld weapon. It actually doesn't really peg anywhere unless you take that engine piece out. Which, that looks stupid. But, this is the only one that I really like. That looks really awesome with the engine on top there. Even though I pegged it in wrong. I think that's fantastic. Blackjack, I guess Blackjack looks good too with the spoiler there with the gun on top. That looks fine, but since I really just think of Blackjack as a drone, I guess I don't give him the time of day. For Wild Rider, it just doesn't look good. This looks cool, but this, no. Same thing goes for Dead End. It just doesn't look good there. Except for that. That looks cool. Drag strip is probably the worst because that's a silly. And this, I don't even understand. Like, it's at an angle. I mean, I suppose I could put it back there, but then, you know, the only way he'd actually do any real damage, I guess if he drifted, I guess it went like, and then like went into the transformer that way. But I mean, otherwise, what else are you gonna do with this thing? You know, it looks stupid sticking off there. You can't really put it anywhere else. You can put it under here. It actually fits under here, but then he won't be able to drive. You know, that just won't work. Anyway, all right. Let's just transform these guys, shall we? And here we have the Generation 2 cast of Stunticons. Starting off with Blackjack here. He is very purple with a light blue. You know, these guys, they're all just repaints of the G1 versions, but they're all in their G2 colors. Breakdown here is really cool. I'm really liking it. You know, we got Breakdown, and then for comparison to the other Breakdown, we have the other Bakan G2 Breakdown. And, you know, as per Combiner Wars, this Breakdown is shorter than your standard Deluxe. But actually, looking at this now, I'm thinking that the turquoise between these two are different. Now that I'm looking at it in this light, the turquoise, I think this turquoise is a little bit darker. This one might have a little bit more blue to it. But, you know. But yeah, I mean, these guys look really cool. You know, I really like the Combiner Wars set. Whoops. Well, they're Stunticons. I'm sure they all fight each other. Get you back up. Moving on to Dead End. I really like his red. It looks really cool. It pops. You know, got the big old bold Decepticon symbol on his back. You know, little red one right there. You know, there's nothing really too different about any of these guys. If you have one Combiner Wars figure, you pretty much have them all. And there aren't too many differences between these and the G1 versions, except that they are colored differently. I really don't have much to say. I'm just liking it. I'm very happy I have this set. I love this yellow. I really like Wild Rider's yellow here. It just, like, really stands out, I think. And with the blue, you know, and the blue and the purple face, this looks like a really good color scheme for this guy. I'm actually very disappointed that Generation 2 Transformers never made, you know, any of the Stunticons, or at least they never followed through with it. Let's put it that way. We got Dragstrip here. Dragstrip is actually pretty cool. I think he's one of my favorite ones. I think he's... Oh, do I have him backwards? No, never mind. I thought I had the waist backwards, but I don't. But I would say Dragstrip is probably one of my favorite ones. He stands out as unique amongst the others. I mean, yeah, he stands out a little bit. These two guys are the only ones with a different transformation than those two guys. These two are exactly the same, except for the head sculpt is different. But these two, the transformation is different. But between these four limbs, I think Dragstrip is more unique. And yes, I know that's grammatically incorrect because you cannot put the word more or another qualifier before unique. It's just, you know, it's unique. But between these two unique guys, he is more unique. I'm using it. I don't care if it's grammatically incorrect. But I really like his... As I said before, I thought his vehicle mode color scheme was a little off-putting, but in robot mode, it looks good on him. You know, with the blue, with the blue like puffy disco sleeves he's got going on and everything, and you know, he looks really cool. They all look really cool. I'm loving them all. I'm loving this set, and I'm really happy that I have it. Moving on to the big bad guy right here, we have Motormaster. And yeah, all right, I'm cutting off his legs. I have the camera pretty close up, but you know, Motormaster is awesome. All right, he is just freaking awesome. You know, he just has the bulk. He's got the really nice head sculpt. I love this Motormaster head sculpt. It's really cool. You know, if you can see it well. You know, he's a dominating character, and I think just his size and that stern, tough face that he's got, you know, backs it up. And this is my Constructicon set, and we're just gonna move right on to Menasor. Do 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 do. And now I present to you Generation 2 Menasor. Wow. I love this thing. It's so freaking cool. Combining him into Menasor is no different than the Generation 1 version. But this crazy neon-colored monstrosity is just amazing, and I love it. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy I have this guy. That happens sometimes. Yeah, 1 second. So yeah, Blackjack here. Docks into these, right here, there's, Menasor has, docking nipples. I'm not making this up. It's there. They peg, they peg in, but they don't stay in very well. Like, the G1 version has the exact same problem. Okay. Just what I was convinced it was going to stay. It popped right out. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to get Blackjack again. 1 second. So, yeah, I'm going to keep Blackjack down here. And, yeah. Well, this can be closed up, too. So, yeah. There. That can also be closed up. If you lose your Blackjack, if he doesn't want to stay ported to the docking nipples, you can just close up the chest piece right there. And it looks just as good. So yeah, G2 Menasor, it does look amazing. He's just like any other Combiner Wars figure, except the crazy color schemes, you know, the pose ability. This one I was having trouble standing. I think Breakdown's leg is like a centimeter longer than Wild Rider's here. And he was kind of, when I was posing, he was kind of lopsided a little bit. He was doing one of those, and miraculously he was still standing, but, you know, I'm just, you know, I don't recall that being a problem with my other one, so I either have the wrong limbs on there. I mean, I wouldn't buy the box. It's upside down because I have something in there. There we go. I went by the box, you know, so, you know, whatever. But yeah, Generations 2 Menasor. I'm loving this thing. I'm really glad I have it in my collection, even though I already have the G1 version. I just have another combiner to love. I had no intention of picking this guy up. I mean, I'm aware of the G2 aerial bots and the G2 Combaticons. I saw them like, wow, they look really cool, but I already have their G1 versions. I'm not going to get this guy. And then I see him for $40 at TJ Maxx. Yeah, I just had to do it. And if there's a TJ Maxx or a Ross or a Marshalls in your area, you might get lucky and you might find one of these guys. You never know. Check it out. If he's, if you're lucky enough to find him, look for him because you will get him at such a discounted price. You know, I mean, he does have his flaws, like I said, in this configuration, because you can swap the limbs around. This could be a leg, this could be, whatever. Right now, in this configuration, he's a little lopsided, so I think Breakdown is a little bit too long, or I did something wrong. I don't think I did something wrong. I know how to transform these guys. Maybe I forgot something, but, Really awesome. Really, really freaking cool, and I love it. One quick thing before I wrap this up, I forgot to mention something about their robot modes and their weapons. So if you didn't notice, a lot of their individual weapons are kind of pegged on throughout Menasor here. I found that the weapons, that the 5mm ports fitting into their hands was a little tight. I really had to just kind of twist them in there and kind of twist them back out, so they're a little tight in those pegs. I don't recall that being a problem with my other Stunticon set, so maybe this is a sign of mold degradation, which happens if a mold is reused too often. I don't know, but I'm just giving you a heads up that you might have difficulty with your weapons ports, and kind of you might have to wedge them in there, and you might have to use a little bit of muscle. But again, if you're going to use a little bit of muscle, you got to be careful because you could break them. Breaking out BotCon 2009 G2 breakdown again. We see this is how they pretty much scale. Okay, so he does tower over him, but Menasor is a combiner, and combiners have a tendency to multiply their size when they combine. I mean, I'm not just talking about by this. The whole Transformers theory of the mass conversion or the mass displacement or whatever the term is called. So really, this wouldn't scale in well. What would scale most, which would scale better, would be Power Glide here, if you remember him from my other video, and Menasor right here. This would scale in better because these combiners are supposed to be gigantic. This would be a better comparison. Take Skywarp here, and again, this would be a better size. And taking Combiner Wars Shockwave. Let's give put that. Oh yeah, that was cool. And now Menasor unpegs himself, and got a little gun here with Shockwave, and it just looks awesome. With these scaled Legends class characters. And some deluxe class characters will look good staying next to him too, depending on who they are. But yeah, I mean, it hammers in how big Menasor is supposed to be, and that's what I really love about these Combiner Wars figures. This is what kids my age, growing up, always wanted to see with Transformers. Yeah, I have some of the old G1 Combiners, and they're cool, they're fun. They're simple in many ways, but they pale in comparison to the size of these guys. This is what I personally have been wanting ever since I was a kid. A combiner that was like this big, that looked larger than life. Now I know there are Transformers bigger than this. Hell, those of you who have or have seen reviews of Combiner Wars Devastator. I mean, he's twice the size of this guy, but he was a special version. But still. It's these things which really brought me back to Transformers, or I should say always keeps me coming back to Transformers, is when Hasbro just finally creates something that we have wanted since we were kids. And I love these Combiner Wars. I have a lot of them. I don't have all of them. I have no intention of getting all of them, but I have a good amount where I guess as a toy collector, I'm pretty satisfied. Even though I still want to get my hands on Protectobot Deluxe Class Groove. I haven't gotten my hands on him yet. I'm going to. I want to complete my Protectobot collection. But I got my Combaticons, I got my Aerial Bots, I got 2 sets of Stunticons. Actually, I've got 2 sets of Combaticons too. The Fall of Cybertron G2 set. Oh, I love that thing. Actually, no, I don't love that thing, but I do like that thing. But, so yeah, I love this. I love this guy. Look at him! Generation 2 Combiner Wars Menasor. I love it, and I'm very happy I have it. I know I've said it a million times, but it's true. I'm loving this. This is so freaking awesome. Anyway, I'm JimClassic, and you are watching Geekin' It. The Menasor collector's card. Not the poster, but the small card. It was in the envelope with the poster. I just hadn't noticed it at the time. So the collector's card does have the G2 image on the box cover of him destroying stuff. And it looks really cool too. Just wanted to point that out. It did come with a card. Hey everyone. I wanted to thank you again for watching this episode. And I also wanted to remind you that I have an online store with designedbyhumans.com. My online store is called JimClassic Creates Stuff. I have original drawings, maybe a little bit of fan art in there. And if you go to my online store, you can order a t-shirt or a hoodie or a tank top or even a coffee mug or some stickers or I think a phone case or two with some of my artwork on it. So please check out JimClassic Creates Stuff with designedbyhumans.com. And thanks again, and I'll see you later.